Hello, what's up? What's going on? How are y'all doing today? Happy Saturday to everybody. I shouldn't have said Saturday because I might not post it today, but whatever. We got it. Happy Saturday. Happy today. Happy whatever day it is I post this. Okay. Welcome to another round. I'm your host, Jay. And my co-host is away today because he's busy getting ready for later. But anyways, I just wanted to come here and drop my thoughts on growing up hip hop, season 6, episode 14. Before we get into it, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And do tell a friend that tells a friend that tells the friends that talk too daggone much to bring they behind over here so they can tell everybody what's going on in our local pub, which is called Another Round. Okay, come get your drinks and we'll make you think. Let me stop acting silly, y'all. Anyways, I wanted to dive up into this. I usually would do this live, but since I have so much going on this weekend, I decided to do a pre-recorded. And so we're going to drop it like this. I'm sorry I cannot chat with you guys today, but I would love for you guys to tell me your opinions down in the comment box down below after we get all through this review here. Okay. So the episode starts off with Sean and TT going to, of course, the ring shop. So, TT is big on the jury, as we can see, and Sean is not big on the spending. Oh my God, it was a face expression for me with Sean. He would have me dying. Them eyes got big and wide, and like, are you serious, girl? Calm down. But am I the only one who felt like TT is trying to make Sean pay for some alleged indiscretions? I don't know because it kind of got a little awkward in the whole deal of them two behind, like you keep trying to go bigger and you just like making sure that he wears his ring or whatever so everybody will know he's married, and also a reminder that he's married. He's coming home to you every night, isn't he not? Does he not know he's married? Does he not know he has a kid with you? I don't know. I mean, they're not married yet, but would he not know he's married once you guys do walk down the aisle? Come on now. It's kind of hard thing not to remember. But, sometimes that ring is needed. Like Beyonce say, warning, he is mine. The boy is mine. Okay. Ooh, TT. I don't know. Baby girl, I'm just going to say this. If you have to be on your man so much, maybe you guys should try more counseling. I don't want to say cancel your wedding because, you got your date planned and all that stuff, but just go through more counseling with it to find that security within you, and help, I guess, help him draw out what's making you feel less secure in the relationship. So I also suggest go to couples counseling, couples therapy, go to individual therapy as well. And, flush all of that stuff out as the relationship continues because you're going to need it, mama. You're going through a lot so fast. When we have these babies out of wedlock and we do it all backwards, we're not clearly thinking sometimes. So just take a step back, get a little therapy, work it all out. Next, we have Angela and Cree at Angela's new place in Atlanta, 6 bedroom. Come through, mama. It was looking good from the inside. I seen your little chef in the background, too. You know what I'm saying? Call your girl if you need me when you're in LA. Call me when you're in LA. I got you, boo. Okay, we're going to keep your vegetarian diet all the way right because I know you like your green machine, smoothie drinks, and all those wonderful things. So we'll get you right, okay? It is different living in a condo opposed to a house because, yes, you do have to do a lot more maintenance for yourself or hire people that usually will come in your condo's pricing. So when you're in a homeowner, and congratulations to being a new homeowner, and I know this is your first forever home, as you said, first, so that means there will be many. It is a lot. You got landscaping, you got trash, you got pipes or whatever may happen. You got to keep your outside of your house clean every so often. You got to get somebody to power wash it down. Got to get your leaves because you're in Atlanta, so autumn does come. So you got to get your leaves and all that stuff raked up. You got your work cut out, girl. All I can say is use those opportunities to do fitness at the same time. So, you get out there, squat for the lead pickup, lunge for the put down in the trash, work it out. You a new mommy. I know you probably did some workouts with the baby. You got it going on, girl. Get your thing. My issue with this scene right here. No, I'm not gonna say my issue with the scene because that's later on, actually. This scene right here had Cree bring up. No, I did have an issue. Okay, we're gonna come back. It had Cree bringing up her lack for a better term, because I don't want to say a certain word on here, her choice of not having a baby when she was 18. It's a tough position to be in. I'm a mom. I have had miscarriages before in the past that had led me to make an ultimate decision of not having any more children at all. So I get where you come from as far as feeling some guilt. Here's my problem with it, though. God is not to blame for this. God does not punish people. So God is not the one who is punishing you. Your mind is what is punishing you because of the fact of the second child you lost. And that doesn't mean that you will continue to lose children. There's a thing, though, with us, especially as Black women, we have to understand a lot of the food that we're consuming nowadays are toxins to our body. And for a lot of us Black women, we are developing different forms of fibroid, myalgia, fibroids, polyps. We start to develop a lot of these things a lot earlier because of some of the food that we're consuming. So what I would tell you, and I suggest to you to go do, is check out some of these specialists that are out here to help rid with fibroids and all of those other things. And not all methods have to be surgical. The thing with the surgical, because this is what was one of my options that I had on the table at the time, before I became too old to try to think about some kids, is that you can have the surgery, but the surgery is only going to be as good for 5 years, and there's still a possibility that the fibroids will come back. So what I would suggest doing is, if you already had the surgery, great, cool, but also seek those people that have healthy, natural remedies of keeping fibroids at bay, because there are some things that are out there that are natural that we in the islands consume a little bit more, like soursop. And there's other natural fruits that help reduce fibroids and keep them from growing or multiplying in your body. So I will suggest also checking into those things to help you along your journey. And biggest thing is the mindset. Okay. We talk ourselves out of so many things and talk ourselves into so many negative things. And that thing right there is that you're doing is saying that you're being cursed or you're being punished or, something this negative. You have to remove that majority. You have to remove that completely out of your mind. And you have to focus on the fact that you can have, I'll put it like this, because I did think at one time I couldn't have children as well. And I probably would never have children. And once I decided not to think about it at all, I was pregnant. Okay. And then 3 years later, I was pregnant again. Unfortunately, I lost that one because I was in a mind state where I was just like, I don't want another kid. And I was battling in my head back and forth. And your body does this funny thing of reacting to whatever it is that you're thinking about. So if you're thinking about the negative all the time, naturally your body is going to say, you know what? I understand this negative thing more than I understand what the positive is. So let me just go ahead and go to my comfort zone. So get comfortable and put your mind in a positive state of things and be proactive of actively trying to have a baby. But at the same time, when things don't totally line up, meaning that if you have a miscarriage along the way, don't get discouraged. It happens, but just take more action in it as you move forward. So that's what I would suggest to you in this moment. It's a real hard thing about being a woman and trying to have a baby and conceive and, feel completed in that way. Because some of us, we don't feel completed until we have a baby. So, it's going to be a journey, but the biggest thing is going to be your mind. And the wonderful thing about now is so many different technologies and so many different things that you can do to try to make it work. So, explore all of your possibilities. My particular issue, besides having the fibroids, was that my uterus is shaped in an odd way or whatnot. So I think with my daughter, she happened to attach to the back, so it made it easier for her to have more room. And you just got to figure it all out. We're not back in the old days where we didn't have the technology, we couldn't see what was going on, we couldn't make the adjustments. And nowadays I think they can even place the uterus, the fetus, and the uterus, excuse me, the fetus in a particular spot in your body. And outside of that, I know we all, when we want to be mothers, we, for the most part, want to have that experience of carrying your baby, but there's an option of surrogates as well. So explore all your options, keep your mind positive, and that goes for any other lady that's out there that's thinking about going down this journey and you've been having struggles so far. Just stay positive, okay? It will happen. You know what? The day you stop worried about it and the day you stop thinking about it is a day that it usually happens. So just focus on other things if you can. All right. But just don't ever blame God. God does not punish people. That is not his thing. Next scene, we have Sequoia Devin, her cousin, who is Casey's son, and JoJo, her dad, from the legendary group Jodeci and Casey and JoJo. So they're in their well, I can't say their father, but her father, his uncle's studio. JoJo is practicing for a tour that he's going on without Casey. In this discussion, they were talking about Sequoia's interaction with Tanise in the last half of the season, and how that went down at the showcase at the end of the season, where kind of tension kind of flew up, and it blew out of hand, and drinks were thrown. Part of the advice that I was hearing, I didn't agree with. There's parts, yes, if you don't feel in your heart that you were wrong and stuff like that, certain parts that you don't have to apologize for. But in this case, sis, you were totally wrong. Okay. She made a compliment to your mom more so than attacking you in that moment. The compliment was, I get this with my daughter, who is the mother, or you guys twins or something like this. So the compliment is not to sit here and make you feel like you look old. It's really to compliment your mom on how beautiful and young she looks. So that wasn't towards you. So you need to apologize for taking that out of context. And also the fact that, I don't know, maybe you had some drinks in you, I don't know, but somebody rolling their eyes and all that to you, you was already on edge. You was already on edge because you wasn't sure what the environment was going to be, and you were kind of out of place with Tanise or whatnot, even though some of the stuff that she said can be a little bit of a threat and challenge. When a person does tell you, you need to watch, your tone can be checked. It's that statement itself is not really what it is. It's the tone that person delivers that statement in. You know what I'm saying? And her tone was a little, but at the same time, I don't think Tanise really meant that in that light. And I can't speak for the girl, but I don't really think that she meant it in, we can fight type of thing. It's more so, it's just like, come with your tone being checked when you approaching about the situation. So part of the things that Devin and JoJo was saying, I was kind of like, I don't know, because they were basically telling her, don't apologize, don't do it, but sometimes we have to be the bigger person. And even if we don't feel that we were totally wrong or whatever on the situation, apologies don't cost you anything. It's on them. You put it off of you, and now you put it on them if they accept it or not. Let's put it like that. So, you take the weight off of you, and you don't have to be burdened down with, was I wrong? Did I do the right thing? Whatever. Sometimes you just got to humble yourself and just say, you know what, my bad on that situation. I acted out. It was a bad day, whatever the case may be. It is what it is. Okay, so the thick. Oh wait, before I get there, I skipped over. I think a little twist going to his court date. Baby, look, you lucked up. Okay, you lucked up. I said in the last review or the last live, please, you have felonies. Okay, think about the things and the choices that you make and keep your butt in the studio, work on your album. I've actually heard you do some stuff on the old was it Young Money projects and all that stuff like that. You actually got a sound, you got some talent. Utilize it. Okay, because the last thing we need is another black man in prison right now. So do what you got to do to keep your butt on the streets and providing. Like, I don't remember. I was watching one of, I like to watch battle rap from time to time, and I can't remember the artist that said it. And I know Mac Main said it last week or whatever, but it is not gangster being in jail. And it might have been a battle rap with Mac Main. I don't even remember, but I do remember him going in and just basically saying, yeah, you talk about going to prison, you talk about holding guns, you talk about doing all this stuff, but that's not gangster. Gangster is being on the street, holding down your family, repping, keeping your boys up, keeping them out of trouble, doing all this stuff. That's what real gangster is. You know what I'm saying? So utilize the fact that somebody is blessing you with a record deal, studio time, and shining light on your talent, and just push that part of you out more than that other part. You got to start to get past that mentality you had growing up and start to develop yourself into the man that you going to be and you want to be. And so that, my brother, you lucked up. You lucked up the judge wasn't there. I'm glad you keep your sense of humor and you keep going, but stay out of trouble, okay? You're not gonna keep lucking up. Just how life is. We're not living in a perfect world right now. So until then, luck unfortunately does kind of run out. So stop playing these cards. Like if you ain't got the hand, throw it in, okay? Just throw it in. Just let it go, so you can play another hand. Don't put all your chips in. You know what I'm saying? If you understand poker, you know what I'm talking about. Don't put all your chips in on a 2-3 off card. Okay. Don't do it. Okay. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Okay. That's not what you want. Anyways, now the thick of the whole episode right here, the pool party twist try to have about lucking up. Okay, dang, y'all just messed up the brother's whole daggone party. And when I say y'all, I'm gonna say Cree, Savannah, and unfortunately Sequoia, but she was the small mess up. It was really Savannah. Savannah, that attitude of yours, child, I don't know who hurt you or why you so affected by life. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what going on with you and Stevie J, your daddy. But you need to get that fixed, mama. You need that therapy big time. You need to get some help, because this attitude that you have is very, very off-putting, and you're such a beautiful girl for that. And to sit there and be trying to talk about some, I don't know if she's just thinking I'm some LA cutie or something like that. Child, some of these LA cuties will bop you upside your head real quick, okay? But I'm not condoning violence. I'm just letting you know. Just because they cute, don't mean they'll keep it on mute. Okay. And when I say that, I mean they won't keep them hands on mute. Some of them like to touch, okay, like a Marion. So y'all calm it down. Calm it down. Just because you're from Atlanta and all this stuff like that. Hey, no matter where you go in the world, some people got some hands, okay? Some of them got some hands. Not all, but some. And some ain't afraid to use them. So sometimes you got to keep that little attitude of yours all the way together. And that's just saying, from woman to woman, sometimes you just got to humble it thyself, okay? And you need a lot of humble pie pushed down that mouth of yours. Because the energy you was given at this daggone party, you gave the energy in the car ride on the way there. You know what I'm saying? If this girl, this is my thing. So in the car ride there, her and Chris in the car ride together and stuff, and you want to call her sequence and all this stuff like that. Why does she have so much energy? Why does she get so much of your time? Why does she have you so pressed? You know what I'm saying? The incident wasn't with you. But the incident involved you because you ran your mouth once again. This is twice that you done took some information that somebody gave you, went back and twisted it some other type of way. Now you done sat here and ran interference and don't want to call you don't want to be called out on it. And that's twice you done did that, because you did it with TT and Egypt situation, and now you over here with Angela, Denise, and Sequoia situation. You ran the interference. And Creed, this is why you on this list too. Because you stay in the middle of the daggone interference. Like, child, she don't need a blocker. She don't need nobody sitting here running the screen, running a pick for her and all that stuff like that. If anybody got a mouth like that, they better be able to back it up by themselves, okay? So she don't need you to be her muscle. You should be the voice of reason. If anything, if you're a real true friend, you should be able to sit here and be like, nah, okay, let's squash this stuff like that. Because the truth of the matter is she told you some faulty information and you ran with it. Okay. And the fact that you can't even hear Sequoia out when she's trying to tell you that you got some faulty information was a big old problem. I know I'm jumping straight to the bullet of it and stuff, but how it went down is, Korean Savannah show up first. Then JoJo arrives, and they complaining about the food and flies all around it about the food and stuff. And I ain't gonna lie, I complain about that too. So Savannah, I was here with you when the chef should be fired, because one thing you got to do is either cover the food up, put the food somewhere, got to get the little fly nets, or close all the doors, because I don't want no flies touching my food either. Please believe it. If you know what flies do, yeah. Okay, for real. Eric and Aaliyah show up. Then Brianna arrives with her art supplies. You know what I'm saying? That girl she gonna create her a masterpiece wherever she go. And I'm not mad if your energy is not fit for it, but you still want to sit and participate, and you want to, not bring everybody else down. Do something that makes you happy at the same time. So, hey, create your paintings. I'm not even mad. It was actually kind of keeping her out of the drama for the most part. Then Devin and Sequoia show up. Soon as Devin and Sequoia show up, first person that notices it, and I don't know, it could be editing or not, because you know how editing like to do. But as they put it, the first person that notices and makes a real mention of it is Savannah. Why? See, that's what I'm saying. That, like, if somebody I don't like, if I don't like you, I don't care if we exchange words on Instagram, whatever, and stuff like that. You don't exist in my world. So you can show up, walk directly in front of me, and somehow I'll walk through you, because I don't see you. I don't cater to all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, how I'm set up, all this is not going to happen too much. So, I'm not pressed. It's you showed up, and it's who? Dust. Okay, that's what you're going to get. I don't know who you are. Mike Jones, who? Oh, okay. That's what you're going to get. I don't do all that. So the fact that you're so pressed that the girl even show up and you have to make mention to it, that's an issue. What I didn't like either is, Aaliyah somehow jumping herself into the whole little let's dance and make fun of it and stuff like that. You don't know the girl or whatever. Aaliyah, you barely hang out with these girls. Yeah. Like, child, stop trying to fit in. I don't like people that try to fit in, just do too much to try to fit in with other people. Be yourself. Be yourself. Because you gave a whole different energy when Devin came in to introduce himself and he said that he was Casey's son. It was like, oh, before Savannah jumped in with her stuff. You had a whole change of energy and stuff like that. And then a second thing, you and your man is a representation of each other, okay? So, he's in the industry. He's little easy son. He's going to be dealing with a lot of different people in the industry. It's not, what I'm saying? It don't burn his bridges by doing that stuff like that. Just keep it cute and keep it classy. You know what I'm saying? Just be it what it is. I don't know exactly what you do if you do anything in the industry yourself, but you don't want to burn your bridges. If a person hasn't personally affected you, you shouldn't let that other people's little drama, I know Angela is always running from drama, but I commend her on that because it's like I'm not about to burn bridges over people that is not totally dealing with me. Hell, she run on her own stuff when people totally dealing with her. So we already know. Like sometimes you just gotta dismiss and just sit down and mind your business. Okay, that's just word for the wise. Take it or leave it. Hey, but after that, what we got? We got Sequoia. She Devin went over and tried to introduce herself, like I said, with Aaliyah, JoJo, and Cree, and not JoJo. I'm sorry, I don't think JoJo was over there at the time, but Cree, Savannah, and the ladies over there. And Cree gave, I mean, not Cree, but Savannah gave this terrible, terrible, terrible attitude or whatnot to the point he just like kind of walked off or whatnot. Like, I don't want to get to know you on it. It's like, baby girl, I don't really want to know you either. But you want to sit here and ask him why he said something to you. He's defending his cousin. That's just how people gonna do it. Just like, why is Cree saying something to her? She's defending her friend. That's what we do. We defend our friends. So I kind of understand the attitude. Don't get me wrong, because shit, excuse my French. If a person starts saying something to me online and stuff, and then all of a sudden want to come back to me trying to talk about, hi, how you doing? I'm kind of like, I'm good. Aren't you the one that said so? I'm in my petty bag. Trust me. So I get you on that. But like I say, a lot of the energy you was just giving, it was just too much for a person that's supposed to be unbothered by this person. I wouldn't have gave them so much energy. That's just me personally, but you operate on emotions, so that's the different that's a whole different thing. I know people go hate it for it, but some people operate on the emotions, and them emotions have you just giving way too much energy to people. That's all I say. So we get down to it. Sequoia, she goes to JoJo. She's owning up to the fact that she was out of line with Tanise, and she basically apologizes. And JoJo was big enough to accept the apology, let it go, and still respect that Tanise has her own decision to make at the end of it all. So I was really commending JoJo and Sequoia both for being grown up enough to apologize and accept the apology, because a lot of times it can go both ways. I can't apologize and I don't have to accept it, but both of you guys did. And try to move past it. It was bad timing, wrong place, wrong person, and it's not, it costs, like I say, it costs you nothing to say apology sometimes, and really it costs you even less to accept. So commend you both for being adults in the moment and at least trying to move forward. Now, Sequoia comes over. Sequoia, not Sequoia, Savannah. Who's too many of these names? Savannah, Cree, and them come over, and Savannah just popping off, firing as soon as she get over there. First off, B, this, that, and the third, and it's just like, okay, because you're trying to deflect from the fact that you went and told some people some other things that I didn't tell you. And you want to keep this energy with me. And to be honest, I'm not even sure why you have such hostility for the girl. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you're not even in the beef. The beef is not even existent, to be honest with you, because Sequoia said she doesn't have a problem with Angela. She don't have a problem with Angela. The night with Tanise went off a little right, and I understand defending a pregnant friend. You know what I'm saying? We're protective. Some of us is protective like that over our friends, but the girl didn't know she was pregnant either. She's not in the circle. She didn't know she was pregnant or whatnot. So sometimes things can go down at the wrong time, unfortunately. And fortunately for them, it didn't get escalate to nothing else. It wasn't going to be led to escalate to anything else. But in some cases, Tanise, knowing that she's in the condition that she is, should, kind of hold her tone too. So it's a situation that's a little out of control, but the fact that you two messy birds are all up through it, and I mean, it's Cree and Savannah, you all up and through it, makes it even worse. So the fact that Savannah decide, to talk about the kid instead of the baby daddy, because the issue is not with the child, it's the baby daddy. So, mommy's out there. We don't play about our children. You can mention anybody else but our children. And so I understand why Sequoia jumped up the way she did, and it started to go down. Now, here is where I have the problem with Cree again. Cree is trying to play voice of reason, talking about I'm not going to sit here and do nothing to her. I just want to talk to her. I want to have a conversation with her and stuff. So you sit there and you start talking and you tell her that you tell her, meaning Sequoia, that she brought her child into the storyline. She didn't bring her child into the storyline. She brought her child's father without mentioning his name. She just said the father of my child. So that does not mean her child is in the storyline. Two, we already have this unwritten rule of kids should be off limits. So don't play with people's kids, because that is a trigger point for almost every single mother in the world. Okay. So you just don't play with people's kids by saying them at all. And here's where I'm getting at. You have your own trigger point about not even having kids. So when she sit here and flip the script on you to try to tell you, please don't get yourself up into it. And when you have kids, you can understand why I have an issue right now. You want to flip out. Why you want to flip out? Oh, it's because you have your own insecurities with having children that you're still dealing with. See, this is what I don't like, okay? You can't sit here and tell somebody how to react to something when you're going to turn around and react the same way. Okay? You have an issue with yourself about children, not with Sequoia, not with Sequoia saying anything. Because you just got through telling Sequoia that she brought her own kids in there for a storyline. Did you not just do the same thing with Angela just about 5 seconds ago? Okay, baby girl. No. It don't. This is a two-way street, so it can go both ways. I can sit here and tell you what I want to tell you, if you could sit here and tell me what you want to tell me. And then we both can just go ahead back and forth and whatever it is, but it may transpire afterwards if that's going to be the case. Because you're not going to sit here and try to tell me what I should be worried about, what I brought to the TV screen, and you brought the same thing to the TV screen. Granted, I don't know about it, even though you didn't know about it prior. Okay? It goes both ways, baby girl. So the fact that you jumped up in her face and now you want to fight her, that was the excuse. You just wanted to sit here and try to show loyalty to Savannah, who's been throwing you in a whole bunch of mess. Okay? Pick better friends, boo. Stay with Angela. Do like Angela do and move around. Okay? Stay out of it. Because now you got your feelings hurt over somebody who is a mother who would tell anybody else until you have your own kids you don't understand, because technically you don't. Dramatic pause. Okay, so please keep it cute or keep it on mute, okay? Because if you can't handle what is you throwing out, don't throw it, okay? Because some things ricochet off of people and bounce right back at you. So and that's basically the end of the episode. It ended on them a scuffle that led to Brianna's artwork and Brianna snapping off. And if y'all want a definition of a real one who will get you all together, because when she said stop and shut it down, Brianna shut it down. Okay, all y'all heifers got it together real quick. Okay, and I was not mad. Because had it be me, I would have been doing the same thing, watching y'all act the fool over there, as long as y'all didn't come over here. And as soon as y'all came over here, it was going to be a bigger problem. Bop, bop, bop. All three of y'all. Not condoning violence at all. But I'm saying, sometimes you got to let the little, sleeping bear sleep. She was over there painting her pictures and doing her own little thing. And here y'all come fussing and cussing all through her artwork. Child. And if you know how much art supplies cost, She didn't look like she had the cheap canvas either. Okay, baby. She had it in the basket and all. She had that good, baby. And it's a moment that I can't get back with it. My art. Oh, whew, child. Ooh, let the artist in me live, baby. Let it live. Okay. But anyways, that was the end of the episode. We will see what go on from here because child, they are a mess. We got TT losing the ring, and I'm wondering if it's the one that she just begged for so much. We got still the Sam and Egypt debacles, and fighting and all this carrying on over there. We're gonna see where we go with the Savannah issue because she done ran Twist's little strippers up out the party and all this stuff, and that attitude needs to child, that attitude needs to be fixed, baby girl. It makes you look less attractive. You're a very beautiful girl, and child, that attitude. mm, mm-mm. You act like you had a hard knock life. I really don't know, but child, whew, these people, I'm trying to review it for y'all, but they driving me, baby. They driving me. They like they my babies, you know what I'm saying? And I like Auntie J just got to come in and just start going off on people, I'm trying not to. Jesus. They gonna have the southern me just come on out. Anyways, let me stop. Y'all have a great day. Thank you guys for tuning in. That do tune in. I do appreciate your support. Please like, share, and subscribe. Get these views up. Help the algorithm of it all. And I'll catch you guys later on the next one. We'll see what happens next week. Please stay with me. And as always, keep your glasses full and your minds even fuller. Bye.